Today on the channel, on your mark, get set, go with Iron Man Mark II Marvel Legends.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got another Iron Man. We got Iron Man Mark #2, but for all your Iron Man needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And deal I got with this one. Played a little of that long game. Got this for $11 at Target. Yes, I did. And this is part of the Infinity Saga re-releases. They re-released a lot of figures. Not really too much newness out of them. So a lot of them I did pass on. However, this one I needed as part of my collection. So picked it up and you got to get a deal. $11 ain't a bad thing, of course, as we know. But of course, as we know, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what Iron Man Mark II's up to. In the old box right here, looking interesting. Got the Legends logo over there. Classic Iron Man logo from the first movie. Gosh, that movie was probably over a decade ago. It seems crazy how fast time flies sometimes. Infinity Saga right there. Big bubble window. Maybe you run into Robert Downey Jr., he'll sign it for you. But the joke will be on you. He'll sign it as Tony Stark. Oh, what can you imagine? Can you imagine the humanity? Infinity Saga on the side. Infinity Saga on the side. We get a little poster, get a little blurb. We've got a lot of jibber jabber. Let's see what it says about Mark II here. After escaping capture overseas, intrepid inventor Tony Stark built a Mark II armor. A sleek, nearly invincible suit equipped with powerful repulsor blast and boot boosters for flight. Easy for me to say right there. Nobody likes to be captured overseas. Nobody likes to really be captured anywhere, let alone overseas, I don't think. Don't make me start about my time in Oz. Oh, Oz Penitentiary. Emerald City, as it's known in some circles. See you later, Spider-Man style, of course. Nice background there. But I had a tough 6-month stint in Oz. You guys remember that? Me and Adebisi fighting it out, duking it out on a daily basis. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you. But there's old Mark II Iron Man in the package here, looking good. Get all kinds of stuff here. Get a few accessories with him. Gonna pop all these out, and then there's no twist ties with this one. Take notes, Mr. McFarlane. Of course, Todd McFarlane hanging out on the couch here again today. No twist ties on this, but we do got some tape. Not as strong as yours. You got the Cambodian tape. See you later. You got the Cambodian tape, which really locks stuff down. Marvel just using plain old Scotch tape, I think. Maybe the off-brand Walmart version. I'm not exactly sure. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But we do get 2 Fists of Fury out of the package for old Iron Man. And then we get the repulsor hands here. And you got a little flap up there on the wrist and on the knuckles. Looking good. He's ready to give you one of these and shoot some effects at you. And speaking of effects, what do you know? You got 2 blue ones right here. We've seen these 100 billion times by now, maybe close to 1 billion. We're pretty close to it. So there it is right there. And then we do get a second head. So that says, hey, let's look at the head sculpts on this one. First one, you get the old Robert Downey Jr. face behind the mask. Of course, the faceplate lifted up. Unfortunately, you can't move it back. It'd be kind of nice to be able to slide it up and down. Can't do that here. But you got a very stoic Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark face looking good. And then you got the silver throughout all over the place, of course. But then you get a traditional Iron Man head here. And that's probably what I'll end up using on this one. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But does look good. Got a little blue behind the eyes, of course. But it is just a straight up Iron Man bucket head right there. And then you get the shoulder guards. You get a bit of little action there on the shoulders. Those do move out of the way, thankfully, for the articulation. And, of course, the arms going to go all the way around for us here. You do get a bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows looking good. Hands back and forth, side to side. Hands removable. Hula hoop. Yep, very tight though. Oh my gosh, very tight hula hoop. No traditional waist on this one, but you do get some big old splits if you do need them. Legs do go up. Double jointed knees looking good there, of course. And then ankles back and forth, side to side. The usual articulation here. A very basic suit on this one, as you can imagine. It is an early armor of Iron Man, so it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, all the extra stuff quite yet. It looks like it's just kind of riveted with steel, which I think that's what he did. He just built it himself, as we do know. But you get that gray silver color throughout on this one. A lot of smooth plastic pieces as well. A little bit of tone differences between the lower waist and the upper waist. Some of the gray and silver looks a little bit different. A lot of rivet holes throughout the front for sure. But boy, very, very plain Jane when you're dealing with basically just one total color on this one. Not a lot to write home about, I would say. That is the case. He does got a peg hole on his feet, though. Will he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save 10%. He fits on a ringside Mattel stand very easily right there. Of course, as you guys do know, these are for the feet here. They should plug right in there for us. If you want to put them on a flight stand, something like that, you can do that because you can't plug these into the hands. There's no hole. A lot of the Iron Man figures will get the hole in the hand. Nobody wants a hole in the hand, but you can put him on here and he could be flying around, doing whatever you want him to do with the effect pieces on his feet. But not a great figure, not the best figure ever, but for $11 long game, hey, I'll take that all day long. I don't know if I'd like to pay the $26.99 or whatever this was originally. I don't know if there's that much meat on the bone. There definitely wasn't for me. But around 10, 11, 12 bucks, hey, sign me up. I'll pick up old Tony Stark for that price. And I guess this is kind of a takeoff on the old school comic book Iron Man here. Similar but different is what we'll call these two here. But you can kind of compare comic book time frame to the movie time frame. Kind of makes sense, I guess, at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, that's it. Not a lot more to talk about with this one here. Pretty light as far as things go. But what are your thoughts? A pickup, a pass, a long game, a no game? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. And we got 2 YouTube channels that funnel up to the Patreon, as you guys do know. You can also support the channel, ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Tony Stark, Iron Man, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.